All right. It does look like I'm the only one watching over on Instagram, but I do have a celebrity in the house. My good friend Tammy. Is that Tammy? Yeah, Tammy's here. You guys know Tammy. Tammy and I do a show last night, Friday nights. Welcome to Cush's Tiki Bar. Thank you, Tammy, for jumping in. I wanted to show Tammy how fun this thing was. Kiana also very, very excited to see Tam Tam. Thank you, Kiki. Love, love, love. Everybody can hear me all right? Put those right up in the thing. Yeah, Tammy. Tammy's got all the stuff to say tonight. Thank you, Tam. I appreciate you coming in. If you guys didn't watch it, Tammy and I do a show every Friday night, spectacular mixed cocktail hour on YouTube. Very, very interesting show that she and I do. Very different than this. I know that you guys are watching me slowly go crazy in an empty room, talking to a screen, camera, two lights. But with Tammy, I actually have a partner to talk to. Tammy is the greatest. Tammy's the absolute greatest. So Paul also saying hello to Tam Tam. We love Tammy. Paul won some coasters a little bit ago. On the other show, we give away stuff. I don't have anything to give away. I still owe a T-shirt to my good friend Keith over there. Let's see. Yeah, Kyle. Also loving him some Tam Tam. Welcome, everybody, to Cush's Tiki Bar. Yeah, Todd says he can hear me on Facebook, and I'm going to take that as a positive thing. Todd, great guy. If you guys do get a chance to listen to Todd, Todd is a funny dude in here. We have a couple dueling Cushmans. I'm trying to be the funniest. There we go. Todd saying you can see me too. Paul giving us a great shout out, saying definitely watch the replays. I do think the replays play fairly well, so do pop on over. Extra nice to see what we are up to over on Mixed Cocktail Hour. Win yourself bar kits and hats and coasters and learn different cocktails than I'm doing this week. A different structure, but also incredibly fun. John does not care that Tammy is here, not specifically, but he wants to know where the celebrity Glenn is. I don't know. I texted him. We'll see where he is, but thank you, John, for joining in. John, my brother-in-law, who loves to drink with me. Speaking of drinking, guys, I do have my drink-along drink that I have made this week. Finally, one of my favorite cocktails of all time. It's called the Manhattan. Easy. 2-1-2. 2 parts whiskey, 1 part of a vermouth. The vermouth that I'll be using today, or that I did use today, is this guy over here. This is the delicious Carpano Antiqua Gorget. Super good. And then 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters. Now, I know this is a whole class just on bitters, but I am not going deep into my bitters collection. We will go into that in a completely different class at some point. But today I wanted to show you a few different ways to use Angostura. Kind of an interesting situation, or at least a cocktail bitters or an aromatic bitters. If you don't have Angostura, that's fine. The Fee brothers do a great one. Even my boy Dale DeGroff puts out a fairly nice cocktail bitters. One more thing before we get started, I do want to say that if you want to get the recipes for the class from now on, they will not be on Instagram. Sorry to my Instagram people, the 7 of you watching. Very excited to have all of you. Surfing Socrates on there. That's my boy Danny. I love that cat. Let's see. Cozy Mom. Cozy Mom runs it over there. She runs that Instagram. So if you have anything to talk about, if you don't want to talk to Kyle, talk to Cozy Mom. But if you guys do want my recipe or my ingredients list from now on, you guys can pop on over to Kush Tender. I was practicing this earlier. KushTender.com. I'm not even gonna try. That's like spatial depth. I gotta go like this to make sure that whatever. Pop on over to KushTender.com. They will have all that. We do have another celebrity in the house tonight. We have Rick Fiscom. Rick Fiscom, one of the only people, right, maybe the only person I've ever known whose job is inventor. I know a lot of actors. I know a lot of singers and dancers. But Rick Fiscom, who is ready to drink, that guy was an inventor. A very, very smart guy. So cheers to Rick, to Paul, to Tammy, to Cozy Mom, to Kiana, to Kyle, who is sitting out in the other room, to the other 20 of you that are watching over here, to the Apostle, who is watching over on Instagram. What is up, the Apostle? The Apostle, another big guy in my life. Love you, buddy. We do have a tiki drink at the last drink, Apostle. It will be a bitter one, so let's go. Paul has made a threat. He has just bought another 16-ounce bottle of Angostura. So he's good to go, says Paul. And I think that is good. Paul threatening me with a good time is always, always, always going to make me happy. Let's sort of bitter this out. Let's get to the bitter truth of this. We are going to make 3 cocktails. Like always, we always just make 3 cocktails. Sometimes there will be an encore. For those of you who have not made it to one of my encores yet, I do put them out afterwards. Sometimes. Tonight, maybe not. Reed cheering Paul on. Way to go, Paul. Says Reed the Apostle. Yeah, sometimes I make 4 drinks. Today, we're just going to stick to 3. Maybe, if we're super inspired. If we get to 30 people watching at one point, we're going to have an encore. I promise. So invite your friends. Invite your friends. Let's begin with the very first cocktail. I'm trying to create this show sort of like it is the Great British Bake Off, where I do a classic, and then I do a play on a classic, and then we go for the showstopper. That's the idea. So let's start off with a classic that does call for just a touch of prep beforehand. So better to start now. This first one is going to use something that looks like this. You don't need this particular bottle at all, but all this is this is Angostura Bitters, or just any kind of bitters, like I said, that you guys have ready to go. Boop. It's this stuff mixed with some cinnamon. So take your cinnamon. You're going to take about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and you're going to put about 20 dashes of maybe a quarter, maybe do a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and then about 20 dashes, big dashes of the Angostura. Make sure you rip that around so that it doesn't sit on the bottom. It definitely helps to get all that cinnamon in here because we are, of course, did anybody guess it? I'm going to give you guys a second to let me know if you did guess it. What cocktail we are definitely making. There is a specific cocktail or a specific ingredient I put on here, hoping that people would know what we are definitely doing. I'm going to give you guys 2 seconds while I check. Man, Cozy Mom. Cozy Mom's all over the place. Oh, goodness. Now there's a fight between Jen Fiscom and Cozy Mom over on Instagram. Pop on over to YouTube. Have that fight there where Kyle can moderate it. That's my favorite thing. All right. Nobody's guessing it, so I will just tell you. We are making the Pisco Sour. Of course, we are making the Pisco Sour. A very, very popular drink. My God. My God. Holy crap, is that a popular drink. I worked at a bar called The Association. I might still. Who knows if it's coming back. But at one point I worked at a bar called The Association, and that thing flew off the shelves. Now, we had a Pisco Porton over there. The Pisco I'll be using today is Pisco Control. I like to be one of those guys that puts accents on things. I say taco. I never said I'm going to Taco Bell. I say I'm going to Taco Bell. Drives people crazy. They love it. Everybody loves that when I say that. They're just like, whoa, I never even heard something like that. They love it. We're going to be making a Pisco Sour. Let's get that thing going right here. We're going to go ahead and grab our tins if you have them. If you do not have a set of tins, please pop on over to Mixed Cocktail Hour. We are giving those away right now for different things. We just had somebody in Germany win a set. Her name was Vera Schmidt. She won a set, so now we have to find a way to send things to Germany. Does Germany have mail? I lived there for a while. I don't know if Germany still has mail. Sour, of course, is going to contain some sort of citrus, some sort of sugar, and some sort of sweetener. And that's what we got. So we are going to split our base in the citrus department. We're going to take a lemon and cut that bad boy right in half. We only need half that lemon. Put the other half to the side. We might use that later. I can't remember what I'm making for the rest of the night, so we might or might not. That's not a what do you call that? That's not clickbait. It's just that we might use it later. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze that whole lemon in there. We're looking for about half an ounce if you can get it. Next thing we want to do is if we are splitting this base, is we're going to go ahead and grab this lime right here. We're going to split that in half as well. Floop. And we are going to go ahead and use the other part of the squeezer. No idea. I have no idea if this squeezer actually needs this little flippy thing in between, but I use it because I paid for it. And go ahead and put in half of an ounce of that lime. So we got half an ounce of a lemon. We have half an ounce of lime. Of course, we are on point. Uni baby, Eunice is definitely loving this one. Good, Eunice. A lot of people absolutely cannot get over how delicious this cocktail is. Todd wondering if it is as popular as the hot toddy or a drink that I made on one of my past shows, the cold toddy. Both very good drinks. Yeah, Todd, this is more popular. I believe the Pisco Sour is more popular than the hot toddy. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and add some simple syrup. I cannot remember if I put simple syrup on your list to buy, but if I did not, equal parts sugar to water. Just put some sugar, some water, give it a shake until it goes clear. And we're going to be using 3/4 of an ounce of that. Let's go ahead and grab this guy right here. 3/4 of an ounce of a simple syrup. You can buy this, but why? 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 I get so announcery sometimes. You can buy this, but why? Why would you buy? And then I go straight into Christopher Walken. Why? Why would you buy this? I don't know. Mayonnaise. Weird. We got 3/4 ounce sugar. We have half an ounce of lemon, half an ounce of lime. That is my preferred method. I think the lime doesn't do it justice, and I don't think the lemon has the bitterness that we need, so we need both of them. We're going to go ahead and grab this Pisco Pisco Control. Now, I told you guys to get a Peruvian Pisco. I, of course, did not. This is a Colombian. Sorry, this is a Chilean. Not Colombian. This is a Chilean Pisco. The Peruvians and the Chileans not crazy about each other when it comes to the Pisco war. The Peruvians think they did it better, and they are right. I'm sorry to my Chilean friends, Juan and whatnot. But definitely. The Peruvians do it better. Derek thinks that I nailed that Walken impression. Thank you, D-Rock. And then we are going to go ahead and answer this question. Am I more a Paul Hollywood or a Mary Berry? I think I'm that fat, bald guy that came on way late. That's who I think I am. And then we do have another question from Grant, which is Pisco a type of alcohol? Yes, it is a type of alcohol. Pisco is technically an unaged grape brandy. It has... It's a live show. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Stuff sticks. It's alcohol. Yes, it is an unaged grape brandy. Very delicious. Interesting. It has the terroir of South America. You're going to dig this. Eric asking me how much chili juice we're putting in here. That's going to be 2 full ounces of chili juice, or we're calling it Pisco today, Eric. Pisco today. 2 full ounces of that. I'll throw that in there. Next thing we've got to add is going to be, of course, that egg white. Now, I use fresh eggs. That's how I do it. You want to use some old, dirty eggs? Well, I don't think that's great. But it is probably a little bit closer to the real thing. We're just going to split this egg white out right there. We want that egg white to be separated from its yolk. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Let's go out of the way. There is. Tammy is asking, how many Cushmans are there? And of course, my wife answered, too many. They're both right. Well, one was a question, so you can't be right. And then Grant from last night saying that Tammy is the only person who pronounces Grant's name right. Tammy is from Austria, lived in Australia, and I assume England at some point. She says Grant. So if anybody sees my brother, his name is Grant. I always throw that egg white in a separate container. That is, of course, in case I break an egg shell into it. I did not, so we can go ahead and add these two guys together. And we do not need to give this a pre-shake. This one does not need to be shaken to death. This is not a Ramos gin fizz. This is not a gin fizz at all. So let's go ahead and grab our ice. Add this ice in here. Just with our gross bare hands, not our naked hands, meaning bare. I feel like my hands often move like bears. We are at 26 viewers right now. If we get to 30, we will do an encore. So tell your friends. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Let's go ahead and give this a big, big shake. We want to go back and forth, up and down, and we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. We do need some of this ice to break up. We need this egg to enunciate itself. It needs to say, I am egg. Enunciate is, of course, not the word. Only word I could think of at the moment. And so I used it. Here we go. Back and forth, up and down. 1, 2, 3. While I'm doing this, I will put the Tammy dance up. For those of you who don't know what the Tammy dance is when I shake. Tammy dances. It's a fun little tradition we have going on. We are going to grab one of these guys. This is a Marie Antoinette, one of my favorite glasses of all time. Why? Because it has the nipple at the bottom. This is, I'm out of breath. I really, really have to stop being out of breath when I shake. We are going to be using this guy right here. This is the nipple that makes this a Marie Antoinette because it is shaped after Marie Antoinette's breast. Derek, very concerned, woke his kids up. Sorry, D. D has 2 beautiful kids. I think 2 at this point. Could be 3 or 4. We are going to strain this guy. Let's not use the strainer. We don't have any of this thing. We're just going to go ahead and strain this into this glass. Look at that beautiful white, frothy cocktail coming out. That is, of course, from the egg white. That egg white is what is giving it that froth. It's giving that beautiful the look. There's nothing else white in there other than those egg whites. Now, this would be a complete cocktail, except when this drink was being made at the beginning, when this drink was being created, they were using really crappy eggs, just like eggs that smelled like what you don't want eggs to smell like. And so they had to find a way to cover that smell up. And what they would do is they would take some of this. This is cinnamon bitters. Just like I said, about half a teaspoon of cinnamon mixed with some Angostura bitters. And we are going to dip our little dripper into here. Now, they would just put a quick line on it, but I like to make my Pisco Sours look a little nicer. So we're just going to be putting little drops right there, little drop right here, 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 and here. There's 8 little drops. I think that looks very nice. You guys can see that, but it doesn't really complete it until you take one of these guys. This is a toothpick. We're just going to run our little toothpick through all of these until we get a beautiful cocktail that looks like this. Isn't that nice? This is what I look like right now. Isn't that nice? So now we have our Pisco somewhere. This very delicious cocktail. The Pisco is going to bring in sort of a rum feeling. Uni, loving this. Loving this. Thinks it's very pretty. The Pisco is going to bring a rum type of flavor. The simple syrup and the lemon are going to bring a whole different flavor to make this a sour. And let me give this to my very, very good friend, Kyle. Kyle is, of course, for you, those of you who don't know, is my bar back. Kyle comes over once a week on Saturdays wearing a complete hazmat suit to come and get his business. Genius mode, hashtag toolcam, says a genius in his own right. Derek, the cello man Hanley. There is Kyle right there. Kyle has his, I didn't even get a taste. One sec. Yeah, sorry, Kyle. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You want to reach that in here just a little bit more? Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yeah. Kyle, very excited about his gloves. Definitely wants those to be seen. I see you, Kyle. To you too. Kiana saying that might have been my best tool cam ever. Yeah, I'm working on it. Over at Mixed TV, Mixed Cocktail Hour, we now have Sky Cam. I'm working on getting Sky Cam, a cam that comes in from the top. I think that is a really good one. Paul knows. Paul's saying that was delicious. Paul, I think what makes this different than other ones is that, of course, the lemon and the lime round out our citrus. People underestimate that citrus way too often. And that's how that goes. And Tammy, she loves Kyle. We all love Kyle. He's the greatest. We could all use a Kyle in our life. Cool. All right, guys. Let me see if there are any questions over on the Instagram. Oh, of course, left the room. So never mind. I won't be able to answer it. My big fat bear hands definitely knocked me out of there. Kyle showing that he loves Tam Tam right back. Who doesn't love Tam Tam right back? Okay. Next cocktail. Let's keep going because that first one took much longer than I thought it would. We are going to make another cocktail. That other cocktail is going to be called the Trinidad Sour. Now, stick with me, guys. Stick with me. I know. People have had Trinidad Sours before, and they can be gross. But I do think I make a pretty good one. Now, usually a Trinidad Sour comes with a little whiskey. I try and keep that whiskey out of it. I think if you're going to do Trinidad, you might as well go full-on Trinidad. So I'll be using a Trinidad rum. This is the Angostura rum that I'll be using. Very nice. And we are going to be using Angostura Bitters in a way that you do not normally see Angostura Bitters used. Normally, Angostura Bitters is perfect for adding just a couple dashes to something. No, not today. We are going to reach in here. Let's move tool cam up. And we are going to be reaching in here, and we're going to be ripping off the top of this guy on the top of this Angostura. And now my hands look like I've been reaching inside of beets or doing some sort of surgery. But this little guy right here, that's the dasher. We're going to put that away. We're going to put that probably somewhere right in the middle of the bar so we definitely see it. It's like leaving a golf club. You leave the golf club on the green, not off the green. You'll lose it that way. The worst thing in the world is making a great cocktail, taking this, turning it upside down, and dumping your bitters in. But that is precisely what we're going to be doing right here. We're going to be taking 3/4 of an ounce of Angostura Bitters. That seems like an awful lot. 3/4 of an ounce, but we want to do a hefty 3/4, so 3/4 plus just a touch more. We want to do basically less, slightly less than 1 ounce of Angostura bitters. Joey Cervantes, my very good friend from grade school, saying he likes my hands. Thank you, Joey. Just a nice thing to hear. I don't know. Let's keep going. We have 3/4 of an ounce. Let's go ahead and put in our rum. Try and find something that is aged, something that has a bit of an age statement would always be really good in this. If you can find a Trinidad rum, they are not super. They're not going to be at the Ralph's. They're not going to be at the Vaughn's. They're not going to be at the Safeway. They're not going to be at the. Is Osco still a thing? They won't be there. Oh, here comes Kyle with his big man hands to give me one of these. Can I use another grape brandy in place of Pisco? So Eunice asking, can she use another grape brandy in lieu of Pisco for the last cocktail? You can. You don't want any age on that though. So if you can find another eau de vie, yeah, I think you can do like an apricot eau de vie. Something like that would do well, but no age statement on that. Keep away from any darkness. It doesn't do you any good there. We're going to go ahead and put 3/4 of an ounce of this rum right in here, plus a touch. We probably have about 2 ounces of booze. Oh yeah, put the top back on. Got to put the other top back on. Probably about 2 ounces of booze in here. One of those ounces, right around, is going to be straight Angostura Bitters. Yikes! Yikes! So what do we have to do? Well, we have to find a way to even that out, and to even this out, we are going to start off with a lemon. We're going to put in the juice of 1 lemon. So unfortunately, that lemon from earlier is not going to help you out a ton. You will be left with half a lemon. Nothing worse than having to drink one more cocktail. We're looking for about 1 ounce of that right there. Todd coming in hot, saying he loves the name Eunice. That's great. That's great. I like the name Eunice too. Congrats, Eunice. You got a great name. So we have about 1 ounce of Angostura bitters. We have about 1 ounce of Angostura rum. We have about 1 ounce of lemon. Now we are going to reach in to here. I gave you guys the recipe, but did not do it myself. I did not make Orgeat today. Whoops. But we are going to be putting in about an ounce. Go 3/4 and go just a touch more. So this is going to be an equal parts recipe. I think that's the best way to go about this one. Otherwise, you really can get yourself into some trouble. Well, this won't go back in. There we go. Yeah. I think equal parts. I think sometimes people really, really get too deep in the Angostura bit of this. That doesn't work. Oh God, I thought I disappeared, but I was just ducking down. I'm also watching myself. Ego much? And let's give it a shake. Let's give this a shake-a-roo. Let's give this a shake or two. Shake, shake. Put in enough ice so that some of that ice sticks out the top. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And why not shake this down? We are 4 away from an encore. Just letting you guys know, if you guys have some friends and relatives that are not watching right now, but you are disgusted with only having 3 drinks, you need 4. Get 4 of your friends. Here we go. Shake it, shake up. Oh, dang. The moment I asked that, we lost 3 people. We were going to need to get this going. Let's grab a Marie Antoinette, if you got one. Let's say no to that. Let's grab a martini instead. Something that has a nice aeration to it. Pour a little bit of that in there, and take our Hawthorne strainer and pour it right into here. Now look at that. Look at that cocktail. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. So good. Now that is a lot of bitters. There's a lot of bitters. I'm sorry. Cozy Mom just mentioned that cancel culture over. I don't exactly know what was going on over there. If Kyle Tender could bring me in a little note to explain to me why there is fighting going on in my YouTube, that would be great. Thank you. This is the cocktail. Now, of course, if you do want to take that other part of your lemon, just go ahead and shave off one of these little sides from earlier. Give this a little squeeze and a little float right there in the middle. Boy, oh boy, do you have a lemon boat floating in this guy. This is called the Trinidad Sour. It is spectacular. It is spectacular. Let's go ahead and give this a little drink. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody has ever taken a shot of Angostura, I guarantee you've worked in a bar. That is a big thing that you'll do. Real quick, over on Instagram, I do see that Devin Durston is watching me. Devin Durston was a friend of mine that traveled with me through parts of Italy when I was 23 years old. What's up, Devin? I just saw you joined. Good to see you, man. How you been? Go ahead and tell Kyle Tender in the chat how you been. He'll bring in a little thing. This right here is a delicious cocktail for those of you who like or even think that they like the idea of Angostura Bitters. And there we go. And there we have it. I guess Cozy Mom is starting some fights. That's how it goes. Cozy Mom. Oh, that's right. Sorry about that, Cozy Mom. We do want to say happy birthday to Cozy Mom. It's coming up or past or it's somewhere right around here. Should all be good. We all like the name Deirdre too. Don't worry. This is delicious. I'm going to pass this on to Kyle. We are running through this. Paul. Again, Paul sits at home and does make all of these cocktails. I know. I believe Todd does the same thing. So just let me know what that is. Tammy coming through. Tammy says, happy birthday, Cozy Mom. Happy birthday. There we go. Danny Vasquez coming through, telling me he loves my shirt. Oh, it's over here. This is from one of my favorite bars in the whole wide world. It is called Frank and Hank's. It is on the corner of 6th and Western here in LA. It's a rough and tumble bar that has a pool table. $3 Jack and Cokes when I was going there. Yep. I'll trade you that. Oh, my God. Kyle Tender is going to die for that cocktail. I know that's right up Kyle's. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. People are saying that I lost 3 viewers due to shameless self-promoting. Because Kyle said it. What a jerk. Anyway, thank you, Danny, for letting me know that you like my shirt. Yeah, again, one of my favorite bars of all time. I figured if I'm going to be doing some real bartender stuff, I might as well wear a shirt from a real bartender situation. I also wore this exact same shirt yesterday because you're telling me right now that you don't wear shirts 2 days in a row. Get out of it. Get out of it. Tammy apparently doesn't like my shirt, though. She thinks it's rubbish. It's horrible. Oh, Keith Austin is here for the self-promotion. I did notice that there was a click up in people. I think Keith heard me promoting myself, came running over. Thank you, Keith. Keith, hashtag hero. Keith's out there giving those shots. Thank you, Keith. And Avery. Oh my goodness. We're at 28. We only need 2 more guys, and we will do a poorly planned and not executed well. What are we calling these? Encores. Oh, Tammy doesn't think my shirt's rubbish. She thinks it's rubbish that they left the show. Thank you, Tammy. I knew Tammy had my back. Tammy and I, we have this relationship. We go back and we give each other a little guff, but in the end, it's all about love. It's all about cocktails. Oh, God. Kyle is running in here. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. No, I need it. Yeah. Thank you. Devin. Very. Oh, there we go. We got 31. We may or may not do an encore at this point. Devin says he's been well. How come you own a bar or bar empire? I will buy you a bar. Thank you, Devin. Oh, thank you, Devin. Anybody else wants to buy me a bar? You guys can go over to Venmo.com. Hit me up at Kush Tender. You guys want to buy me a bar? I will accept a bar through Venmo. Otherwise, if you guys could just help out the channel, these classes will always be free. But if you can help out the channel, that'd be great. Venmo.com is the best way to do it. If you instead want to buy me a shot, PayPal.me/Kush Tender. Write me a little note with your phone number. I will text you, and I will give you. I'll show you that I am taking a shot. If you can't help that way, fine. I get it. We're all, it's all rough. One thing you can do is pop over to my YouTube channel, which is this YouTube channel. Oh, dang, it's not there anymore. I guess you could pop over to my website, kushcenter.com, and follow the link over to my YouTube channel. Either way, watch my videos, share, like, subscribe, do that whole thing. Just tell your friends to come. It's like a bar atmosphere. We got Danny Vasquez saying, he wears the shirt all the time. We have Deidre just screaming for an encore. I'm loving it. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on over here. And if not, the best thing you can do to help out what I am up to, guys, just show up. Otherwise, it's literally just me talking to a camera, making drinks and drinking drinks. And that's not the worst thing in the world, but it is much more fun when you guys are chatting and talking. There we go. Todd said he also, I got to find that. Todd said he also likes the name Debbie at some point. Yeah, there we go. Todd loves the name Debbie. And that was my wife's mom's name. She's a wonderful person. I think she would like my show a lot. She only drank Lambrusco. She only drank Riuniti Lambrusco, so my cocktails were a little lost on her. But we would have found a way. We would have made that Debbie special. You know what? In these next coming weeks, we will make a Lambrusco cocktail out of love. Devin also saying that we shall begin the Empire now. That's great. Let's get to this last one. This last one is going to be a... oh, God. Okay, before we get into this, so I can cut this well. Deidre says, Kush will wear any black shirt that you send him. That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, Paul, very concerned. Are we doing something delicious with Fernet? Paul, you bet your sweet cheeks we are. Get your Fernet ready, everybody. Get your coins out. Let me get my coin out. Get my coin out. That's my Fernet coin right there. Anybody that has their Fernet coin ready to go, now's the time to drop it. If you do have a Fernet coin, you get to take a shot with me. If you do not have a Fernet coin, I don't care. I'm not watching you. Take a Fernet coin or take a shot with me or not. We are just going to warm up our little palates with just a touch of Fernet Branca. This is an Amaro out of Italy. Very delicious. Nutritious. Yeah, sure. Scrumdiddlyicious. That's a made-up word. Here we go. Cheers to you, Paul. Paul, always ready. Paul is always ready. Okay, let's make this cocktail. This is going to be a play on a cocktail that I really like called the Kingston Club. The Kingston Club. So if anybody wants to give me a better name, what I'm looking for in this name, just so you guys know, I'm looking for a name that has something to do with Jamaica. So, obviously Kingston. Big one. And then not a sour. I just don't want it to be something sour. I don't want to have 3 sour drinks. So let's go in there. Derek already coming up with one. It's calling it the Delicious Bitches. Delicious Bitches. He wants this to be called the Delicious Bitches, but it won't be, Derek. That has nothing to do with Jamaica. Try harder next time. I love having you in the classes, buddy. I miss you. Let's begin to make this cocktail. Now, to make this cocktail, we are going to have to make our own Drambuie. I was never, ever, ever going to make you guys run out and find a Drambuie. Tammy has one. This is the Great Magnificent Kingston Hotel Cocktail. Dang, that's a good name. If you guys don't know what that joke is, go ahead and watch our show from last night at mixedcocktailhour.com. And people do worry about this with that last message from Derek with the hearts. We have reached 100 comments. Boy, these shows go much better when we have 100 comments or 100 messages. Thank you, guys. Let's begin to build just a little bit of Drambuie ourselves. Now, I like Drambuie plenty, but can never find enough ways to use it. There are only so many rusty nails any one person can make. So we're going to try and find a way to get some Drambuie right in here. So this right here is going to be some rosemary. If you guys can find some fresh rosemary. I think Danny hit it, actually. I think Danny hit it. I think this is going to be called the Three Little Birds. The Three Little Birds cocktail. I love it, Danny. Derek coming hard from our college days. Right near the beach. We're calling it the Three Little Birds right near the beach. That's what we're calling it. John comes in a close second with the Marley. Okay. Anyway. So we have how much did I say? About this much. We don't need a ton of this stuff. Rosemary goes a long way in a cocktail. Go ahead and throw that in here. We're going to squeeze the juice of 1 lime. So you are going to have to cut another lime in half, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and Derek giving up. Derek met with the least resistance and is giving it up. Derek had half of that name, but it's going back to the 3 Little Birds cocktail. We're going to go ahead and take that, what do we call that? Rosemary. We're going to squeeze the juice of 1 lime in there, please. Lime all the way in there. Get that lime deep inside you. Drive it down into your belly. Who doesn't like lime? We're looking for about 3/4 of an ounce. If you are not squeezing fresh limes, we're looking for about 3/4 of an ounce. That would be the way to go. And now some honey. Let's bring that honey in here. That is not honey, of course. That is agave. This is honey. You guys know these little guys. Look at these little cuties. Little bears. Oh, bears. Go ahead and pour in. We're looking for about half of an ounce of honey. You can eyeball that so you don't get your tins or your jiggers all honeyed. The Jamaican Jerk, Paul is saying. Jamaican Jerk is actually another cocktail that I make with jerk seasoning. I don't have it up there, but I will at some point. We're going to go ahead and muddle this in here. Now, with muddling, as always, we really don't want to start just breaking these little guys up. We don't need every little piece of rosemary broken into a bajillion pieces. You think mint is embarrassing in your little teeths? Rosemary, even worse. Go ahead and give that a quick little spin. And then we are going to add our Scotch. A nice, I called for blended. I actually went a little bit weirder with it. Mostly because I hid the bottle. Oh, here it is. A little bit weirder with it. Blended because it is a cocktail. No need to go spend a bunch of money on a single barrel or whatever. So instead, I just went to Trader Joe's. I got this Highland single malt Scotch that has been aged in rum barrels. I mean, is it the greatest Scotch I've ever had in my life? No, it is not. Is it just fine? It's just fine. And it actually goes really well in this. You get a lot of those flavors. It is a perfect bottle for under $20. For under $20, you can get a bottle of Scotch aged, twice aged in 2 different rum barrels from Trader Joe's. What the hey? Go ahead and put just a little bit over 1.5 ounces. Templeton would be great, right, is what Tammy is saying. Templeton, technically not a Scotch, Tammy, but I'm going to give it to you. If you have rosemary, but no Scotch at your house, that is good. Templeton, definitely not a single malt, but that's why Tammy and I work so well. I just want to explain, for those of you who don't watch the show, the reason Tammy and I work so well together is because I have thrown my life away behind a bar. I love it. When I'm doing work, I literally stand right here and I do work. I love doing bar stuff. Tammy is the most wonderful human of all time, and she is a permanent novice. Novice sounds that even sounds bad. She is a wide-eyed learner. And so, like, every time I say something, Tammy is learning. It's like other cocktail shows do the wrong thing. They try and talk to you as if you are a jerky bar person. With me and Tammy, man, it's me, the jerky bar person, talking to Tammy, who's just somebody that wants to learn. It's just such a good show. Mixed Cocktail Hour. Find it. And now Todd says he likes the name Tammy too. I just want to unleash the wrath of Tammy onto Todd. That is not how you spell it, Todd. T-A-M-E-E, please. T-A-M-E-E. Get him, Tammy. Get him. He deserves it. 2 ounces of that. Let's get into the rest of this cocktail. We are, of course, going to find some pineapple juice right here. Give that a shake if you're opening it. That's exactly right. Todd apologizes. A lot of giving up in this. Show. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the concessions. Let's go ahead and put 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. Fresh if you got it. If not, whatever. And we are then going to go ahead and reach for this guy right here. Fernet Branca. I've shown this on camera already. This stuff is delish. We do not need a ton of Fernet Branca. We're looking for about 2 bar spoons or about 1/4 ounce. But I have this bar spoon. So we're going to pour it through the bar spoon. 1. Get the next one in here. And 2. Oh boy. For those of you who don't like Fernet, you can cut the Fernet out of this cocktail. It will not be good. So don't do it, but you can do it. Devin has moved over here, and we are welcoming Devin. Devin, wonderful human. One of those guys that, like, boy, you don't remember a lot of people that you met 15 years ago, and you only knew them for 2 weeks, maybe a week. But Devin, one of those guys, a really nice guy. So everybody say hi to Devin. Really nice character. We're going to go ahead and then take some bitters. This is where the bitters comes in. Now, technically, Fernet is a bitter. Fernet is an Amaro. An Amaro just as Italian for bitter. So let's go ahead and shake it. Give it 4. Give it 5 if you're crazy. If you're nasty, give it 5. Well, that's what we got. This is the 3 little birds down by the beach. Yeah, everybody is very concerned. I will text him afterwards. Where's Glenn Cushman tonight? No insults flying around. Yeah, I don't know. I actually have no idea where he is. Just so you guys know, I do text him every week, right before the show, to remind him that this is coming on. Sometimes he writes me back. Most of the time he doesn't. But then he just sort of shows up. So we have it. I just show. If somebody could explain to me what Cozy Mom. I think Cozy Mom's been drinking just a touch. I just ran a Tammy and Kush show to my network. That's awesome. Thank you, Cozy Mom. You're a real menchess. I don't know. Can you call everybody a mensch? We're gonna go ahead and give this a shake. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. We'll shake away from the mic for Derek's kids. You're welcome, D-Rock. We're gonna go ahead and put this one into one of these guys. Oh, I brought in a better glass for this. Actually, I remember that I did my homework. I just want to let you guys know that my homework is getting glasses from the kitchen. That's how I do homework now. Kids, this could be your life too. There we go. We're going to go ahead and grab this is a zombie glass or a Collins glass. Get them. Yeah. Derek, very concerned. I did just wake them back up. Sorry, D-Rock. We are going to get some ice from here. If you have large ice, that would be great. That's the other part of my homework. Oh, Kiana is drinking out of this exact same glass too. Yeah, these were we had these at the association for a while. They were giving them out for free. So some of us stole glasses. Me and Kiki. Kiki and I will bring these on our Tiki adventure that she and I will be going on in the summer. If you guys want to let me know, if you also want to go on a Tiki adventure, Tiki with Kiki, I'm calling it right now. Unless somebody else wants to come up with a better name, I doubt you can. Tiki with Kiki is the best name that you can have. We're going to start at Tiki Tea. We are going to drive to Solvang and go to that Tiki bar. And we're going to make it up to Smuggler's Cove at some point. Eunice is in. There we go. Oh, Tammy making me feel a little bit better about myself. I said it's called Borrowed Forever, not stolen. For any of you who did follow me on Instagram about 4 years ago, I don't know, maybe some of you did. I had a tiki idol stolen. Tammy was the person that found the person that stole that. Let's go ahead and do this through a double strainer onto the glass. Why double strainer? Well, we do not want any of that rosemary coming through. There are little pieces of rosemary that are in there, and we don't want any of that in there. So keep that out of there. Put your tools away. Always remember. We are going to garnish this with another sprig of rosemary. I don't know how to get this apart. Can somebody help me? Kyle? I guess I'm going to cut it. I didn't realize fresh rosemary was so difficult to get done. We're going to take this rosemary and we're going to put it right down to the bottom of our cocktail. This right here, named by Danny Vasquez, almost usurped by Derek Hanley, created in the 1980s, based on a drink created in the 1980s called the Kingston Club. This is, of course, the Three Little Birds. This is a delish cocktail. Tammy's saying yum, and it looks amazing. Thank you, Tam. Siete Leguas Crew, we are hearing from Kiki. Yeah, Keith Austin, definitely down for Tiki with Kiki. And Avery is in. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Kyle, whenever he drinks Scotch, starts fighting people. Starts a fight. So we won't be drinking. We won't be handing this off to Kyle. I'll be drinking this myself. But that is that. Let's go ahead and give this a sip. Holy crap! I think it's delicious. Okay. Thank you guys. That is the situation that I have for you tonight. I appreciate you guys always coming out. Venmo at Kush Center. You guys can tell that I'm wrapping this up quickly because we're going to do a quick encore, right? Yeah, good. Okay. So this right here is, of course, this drink. If you guys can help me out over here, Venmo at Kush Tender, paypal.me/Kush Tender is the way to go. To get to buy a shot. And if you guys have any suggestions for classes, please let me know. Tammy calling for a recap, but that's Tammy's thing. I don't recap my drinks. I let Tammy do that. And that is that, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming out, and I will see you very soon. Who knows how soon? Goodbye. What a surprise. We're back for an encore. This is crazy. What? Encore? Thank you, Deidre. Let's make a quick one, guys. We're going to make a drink called the Toronto. Why not? We have our... oh, God. You have no idea what you are asking for, Devin. Devin is calling for Todd for president. That's bad news. Oh, Instagram just watched me. Definitely check my phone. Sorry, guys. Should have turned you off. Okay, let's go ahead and make a quick Toronto here. Toronto is a fabulous cocktail made for, I guess, the city of Toronto. We are going to be doing this in a glass that I don't have. We're going to stir it in this. I don't prep for these encores, guys. I literally just... do what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and start off with some whiskey. If you guys have some whiskey, that would be great. We didn't do any whiskey in the class today. I'll be doing Buffalo Trace. We want something that is nice and interesting and delicious. So let's go ahead and put 2 full ounces of a delicious whisk in here. Beautiful. We are then going to go ahead and grab our Fernet Branca. I will not be taking another shot with you, Paul. I have to finish this class at some point. We're going to be putting in just slightly less than half an ounce. I went all the way up to a full half an ounce. Next thing we want to put in here is going to be some simple syrup. The simplest of all the syrups. Equal parts sugar to water. So we're looking right now at about 2 ounces. Oh, Rick, very excited. This is drink along more. This is the drink along drink. That's the DAD. This is the drink along more. This is the DAM. This is the damn right here. Jen liking that joke. Well done, Rick. Here we go. We have about half an ounce of simple syrup. We have about half an ounce of Fernet Branca. We have 2 ounces of whiskey, and this is the bitters class. So why not throw in some bitters here? Boom! 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got it. Let's get this going. Let's grab just a touch more ice if we have it. We barely do. We barely do. Yeah, we're going to stir this one. We don't stir a lot in these classes. We're going to stir this one. Nothing in here should be of such different viscosity that is going to ruin the cocktail. So go ahead and give this a stir. If you can find a glass to stir in, that'd be great. This is, of course, made of plastic. My wife does not trust me with glasses back here all that much anymore. Oh, I should have made that one earlier. We are going to reach down here. We're going to grab one of these guys. We are going to filter this into a glass that is called a Nick and Nora glass, named after 2 crime-fighting, or I guess a crime-fighting couple. A crime-fighting couple from the early 1900s that were deep into literature. Let's go ahead and open up our thing of cherries. It's crazy. I opened this up earlier. There we go. Thing of cherries. Drop a cherry in there, and if you have it, take another part of that lemon that you didn't use. Cut that open. Squeeze that in. And you have yourself a Toronto. That is the encore drink, everybody. I promise you I will not be doing encores every week, but you guys did come through for me this week. We got more than 30 followers at 30 viewers at any one time, and that is how we do it. Next week, it will be 32. So hopefully you guys can get that many people coming. We will do encore drinks. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys have an idea for a class for next week, I would love it. I am coming up with 6 cocktails a week currently between the mixed show and this one. So if you guys have a drink that you want to see or a cocktail that you want or an idea that you want done, you just let me know. You can find me over here at kushtender.com. Just go ahead and... Oh, I'm putting my mouse over it as if anybody can see that. Just go ahead and... Where is it? Blue? 1 second. Oh, I got to go over this way. Yeah, there we go. There's Kushtender. Find me at kushtender.com. If you guys want to book me for a class, you can do that over there too. You can also watch the live class that we just did this week and see all the ingredients for next week over at kushtender.com. Again, you guys absolutely make my life. You guys have made my quarantine. This is the greatest thing that I have ever this is the most fulfilled I have ever felt coming every Saturday night to have a group like you guys show up. The more we get, the better we will be, the bigger we will have, the bigger fun, the more fun. What am I doing? Took that shot of Fernet, now I'm gone. Either way, I love having you guys come out every week. If you guys need anything, cocktail waters, just let me know. That's the end. Venmo, PayPal, like, subscribe, comment, add, and then come back every week. These encores throw me off, guys. Okay. Love, love, love. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.